Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. Coming to you here with a blog post with my Cloud Perks AT&T Windows Live, Windows I should say, phone. Share with us a Windows phone so we can get a chance to test the OS out and also see how it runs on this. This is a test subject is a Samsung Focus, which you can get through AT&T. And I think it runs about $49 for the 2-year contract on AT&T right now. It's a pretty good phone. You can see it's fairly thin. I believe it's a little thinner than an iPhone. And it's got most of the things you need to have. A power button on the side, volume control, place for a microchip, SD chip, and power, of course, and all that good stuff. It's got a camera on the back, which is a 5 megapixel, and it'll also record in HD video. It's pretty handy. It's nice and thin. It's got a Super AMOLED, 4-inch screen here, and I like it. I mean, if you're looking for a phone that's inexpensive and will do a great job for you, especially if you're very Microsoft based on your contacts, your emails and stuff, this is a great phone to have integrated if you're very Windows based into Windows systems. Let's see if we can't get back to the main menu here. Now, Windows is pretty interesting. They've got this thing that I'm sure you've seen by now, where they've got these little boxes of, I don't know what you call these, maybe widgets or something like that. You can move them around. You can edit them, which is really cool. You can move these up and down and edit to different things that you might like. Here's kind of a feature list of some of the apps that you have on the program. You can also add those apps. Like I've added Twitter and I've added Facebook, and I think one or two other things. Office is integrated with the Windows Phone, so that's really cool if you have a lot of Word documents, etc., etc. What are we clicked in here? We clicked into something with pictures or something. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the phone. I'm kind of doing this two-handed with the recording. So it's pretty easy to dial out. I've used it to call my friends, family, relatives. It's pretty easy to dial out, get to know people, talk on the speakerphone. I've let it run for a few hours while we chatted up with people. It does put you in contact with all your social media thing. One thing that's interesting is that they use a very big format of some of these words when they're presenting some of your stuff to you. Like if you take a look at email, you can see across the top that you've got all. You can go into some of your unread, you can go into your flagged, some of your urgent. I'm not used to seeing stuff off the screen, but it's cool and it works once you get the hang of it. The games flow very nicely. It does have Windows Internet Explorer as its browser, and I actually tested against the iPhone browser on my local Wi-Fi, and it seemed to load just about as fast as looks like it's loading my website here. It seemed to load just as fast as my iPhone did, so I was pretty pleased with that. It's very fast, given it's pretty small and stuff. The only thing I didn't really like about it was I have very big hands, and this might be not a problem for people that have smaller hands, but I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little search button right there that takes you into search and Bing. One of my problems was when I was playing games and I was holding it, I kept activating the search because I've got such big fingers. Now, if you've got smaller fingers, maybe you can handle those beveled edges, but they kept interfering with my gameplay. So if Windows does do improvements in the future, I would definitely take that into effect as being something you could improve with it. But if you notice, it's very fast, very light, not heavy on that stuff. It's got Xbox Live games that are in here where you can see some of the games. They've got, of course, Angry Birds, some of the different Xbox things. I'm not a big Xboxer because I get motion sickness from those types of games. Unfortunately, I'd love to play them. But it's got a great thing. I've heard a lot of complaints about the App Store. The App Store that they do have now that's in there does have a lot of apps. A lot of apps that I see on the iPhone and the Android now are on there. So it's coming along for Windows very nicely with its Windows OS phone. I like it. There's, there's room for everybody to play, I think, in the marketplace as to what people like and what their segments are. The only other issue that I have with it is in the contact database, and I won't pull this open because I don't want you to see what numbers I call. Otherwise, you'll be calling my mom and asking her, I don't know, what a bad boy I was growing up or something. But what it does is it pulls in initially your contacts from your Windows Live section. So if you order the AT&T phones, Windows phones, I should say, you may want to go through your contacts on Windows Live. For me, mine was about 2 years old because I use Gmail now. And it pulled in all these old contacts, and it's a mess to have to go through and delete them. One of the other things is it pulls in your Facebook contacts, which you may want to decide if you really want all that data logged into your contact sheet of people you need to contact. So it's really up to you. For me, I have 50 billion people that follow me, so it loaded up all my contacts with all the people I follow. Anyway, it's very fresh. It's very light, as you can see here. It doesn't seem cumbersome or slow in any way, shape, or form. It seems to respond very quickly to whatever you want it to do. It's kind of nice with the flipping around. I still have to get used to the menu system and how things work. If Windows does these improvements in the future, I'd like to see maybe some smaller graphics. But it does give an exciting feel to the phone, which is very nice. So be sure to check it out. It's the Windows OS Phones software. And if you're a big Windows user, I'd highly recommend the phone for you. And if not, compare all the different phones that are out there. Definitely at the price point that's at, $49 to get a 5-megapixel phone and a 2-year contract with AT&T. That's not a bad deal at all. And I think the Windows OS phone will show a lot of promise in the future as it develops and becomes an aggressive competitor probably against iPhone and Android. Thanks for coming by the ChrisVossShow.com. Be sure to check back daily. Bye-bye.